The anointing breaks the yokes. Am I the only one who used to wonder why preachers were talking about egg yolks? Welcome to the vlog. I'm going to explain what this yoke means and why we may have anointing wrong. Very quickly, a yoke is simply a device used to connect two or more animals together. They use it in agriculture, and that allows them to combine the power or the strength of two animals, most likely an oxen, to pull something like a plow. From the perspective of the oxen or donkey or cow, that is bondage. You're trapped like a slave and forced to do work. Now, this was the state of the Israelites. They were in a state of bondage, and God promised them the breaking of these yokes. Using this analogy, He promised them freedom. Now, if anointing brings freedom, shouldn't we try to find out what anointing really is? What is anointing? It's simply God's enabling to do what we cannot do ourselves. A slave cannot free himself from his shackles. Sin, sicknesses, curses, these are all things that we cannot overcome for ourselves. But is anointing that feeling you get during a worship service? I look at the life of King Saul. He was God's anointed, but he wasn't hyper-spiritualized. Saul was anointed to be a good king over Israel, something he couldn't do by himself. When his spirit left Saul, he wasn't a good king of Israel anymore. You aren't just anointed. You are anointed to do something. Jesus said, "For the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, for He has anointed me to." Then He listed all the things that He was anointed to do. His anointing wasn't just the ability to make people feel the presence of God when He passed through the streets. He healed the sick. He set the captives free. What are you anointed to do? If you say to dance or to sing, then you're halfway there. Because even Saul had a non-spiritual anointing, but it carried spiritual significance. When Moses had to build the tabernacle, God called men who were anointed. They weren't priests. They were regular men skilled in masonry, weaving, etc. God enabled them to have those abilities to fulfill that purpose. That's what they were anointed to do. Back to yokes. Check this. Your ability to interior decorate could be the anointing that breaks the yoke of poverty in your family. Your ability to pray or even prophesy might be that anointing that God uses to break someone else's yoke. Your ability to connect with God during a worship service can cause people to leave the church healed and set free. Don't ever just be anointed. Be anointed to do something. I want to challenge us to look beyond the surface. I'm not moved when someone could sing very well, for example. We clap and we say, yes, she's well anointed and thing. So is Beyonce. Beyonce could sing very well, and that gift comes from God. Yes, you are anointed, but what is your anointing doing? Is it being used for the purpose that it was meant for? I will leave you with this one. What areas of bondage have you been hoping to be set free from? The keys might have been in your hands all this time. Think about it, pray about it, and I'll see you in the next one.